Well, hello and welcome to today's Facecast. Today we're in the Old Testament. We're in the book of Ecclesiastes, a set of well-known phrases and sayings of wisdom. And chapter 7 each verse is really a separate saying or proverb on its own. And we're in Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 8 today, which says, "The end of a matter is better than its beginning, and patience is better than pride." The end of a matter is better than its beginning. Some people like the beginning of things. Some people start a lot of things but don't necessarily finish them. That's okay. It's good to have a lot of inspiration and ideas and start things up. You do need other people sometimes to make sure those things are seen through and finished. But what this is saying is that it's all very well having lots of ideas and starting things and being inventive and coming up with new ideas. It's all very well doing those things, but unless those things are finished, unless they actually come to something, then they don't really come to anything. So finishing something, even if it's not you that finishes it, is better than starting it. I know you could say that if it's not started, then no one can finish it, but the point is that seeing something through, having the patience, which we'll talk about in a minute, to see something through to its end, makes a lasting contribution to your life and to other people's lives. So the end of something is better than, or we might say is the fulfillment of, the beginning of something. And both are important, but you must make sure you see things through to the end. And then he goes on to say that patience is better than pride. And these two aren't necessarily opposites. You're not either patient or prideful. You might be patient or hurried about something, impetuous. But patience is better than pride. You can be full of pride about yourself, something you've done, something you are, or you can be patient in this life to make sure that what is started is finished, to make sure that the right things are done. That is better to do than being prideful or impetuous. So this little proverb saying here in Ecclesiastes is pointing out that it's the long term, it's the overall, it's the completion of, it's the patience during. These things are what forge our character and our responsibility much better and much stronger than doing something quickly or hastily. Yeah, that's a general rule we could apply to life. It's part of this foundational teaching that we find in Ecclesiastes. We find also, of course, in Psalms and in Proverbs. It's all the wisdom literature, the wisdom that comes to us from the Old Testament, which says this is how life should be lived. The older we get, the more we realise the importance and the relevance of it. Patience is better than pride. Completion is better than beginning. It kind of makes sense to us, doesn't it? What is it that you've started but you haven't finished? Where might you need to be more patient about something rather than boastful about it? Something to think on for today. Have a good one, and we'll see you soon.